Hello and welcome to another Speedy Clark production, and what an amazing day. Check it out. Absolutely stunning. As you'll have seen from my previous films, I'm over in Poland at the moment on a 6-day taper week. It is Thursday, 22nd of March, and I fly back to Britain on Saturday evening, where I'll then commence training on Sunday 25th, and 4 weeks build back towards the John O'Groats Land's End relay record attempt. So excited, nervous, really enjoying this time, this 6-day taper time. To be honest, you know, physically I didn't feel like I needed this time off, but mentally yes. So when you're juggling a full-time job and training, racing and building up for a world record attempt, you know, the mental stresses can be quite tough rather than the actual physical. So it's good to get that downtime, and it's predominantly why rest and recovery is very important. I've been quite guilty in the past of maybe pushing just a little bit too much, thinking I feel okay. So today, for example, I'm feeling really very good, and I'm chomping at the bit to get back on the bike and get back into training, which is a good sign. But when you actually start to feel like that, it is very important to give yourself an extra couple of days. Reality is, whoa, that was quite deep there. Check it out. The reality is I'm not going to lose much fitness in the 6 days, and a lot of people, including myself, can get very paranoid about that because I've had such an intense training block, to the point of my last training session on the Saturday, you know, I physically couldn't hit the zone in one of the legs because I just absolutely crippled myself. Is good. So my training stress score has been pretty high, so it means when I'm coming back to training I'll be, you know, back on the zero, ready to go for it again. The Guinness World Record attempts on the 27th of April, as you'll all know, and I keep reiterating. So the next 4 weeks is going to be pretty intense, a lot of hours on the bike, focusing on nutrition, which I always focus on, but I'll be using the supplements, experimenting with them that I'll use in the record attempt. And that wind's quite strong. Apologies if there's a lot of wind noise. And then there'll be a slight taper for the final week, just keeping the legs ticking over, and then bang, boom, record. On Friday the 27th of April, starting at 9 AM from John O'Groats, be heading down to Land's End, and we'll be finished at Land's End, all according to plan, the early hours of Sunday morning, late Saturday night, early Sunday morning. So we're hoping for a prevailing wind, unlike last year when we had a 28 mile an hour, well, 28 to 30 mile an hour headwind for the whole entire 874 miles. So as I say, check it out and watch out for us. I hope it's going to inspire people. You know, I'm 40 years old now and working full-time, family man, and I aspire, and with a heart condition, Wolff Parkinson White syndrome, which again you can check out in my previous films, and I'm still taking on these ventures and coming back into the cycling racing world. So you know, I hope this inspires people. You know, obviously you don't have to go around setting records, that's just what I personally like to do, but it's good for motivation, and it keeps me ticking over. So I'm looking forward to the record. I'm very nervous, to be honest. I'm probably more nervous than I was this time last year, predominantly because of the wind last year. You know, it was really an uncontrolled environment. I was fit enough, we could all do it, the whole team could do it, but the wind, you know, the speed of the wind was just, you know, Chris Froome would have struggled with that one, you know. So hopefully we'll have better conditions this year. Again, it's going to be hit and miss, you can't predict the weather. and get a rough idea. But you know what the weather forecast's like, it's very hit and miss. Whoa, there's some quite, check that out, some quite deep pockets of snow. So keep watching. I hope you're enjoying the films. I will be looking for some advice and further films for new film editing software. You know, I just use a very basic film editing software, but I would like to get a bit more experimental with the qualities and the flipping round and things like that. I'll be doing some other forms of adventure from my van life adventures with my converted Ford Transit Custom, which is converted into a camper van, wooden cladded. So there'll be some epic trips with me and my family coming up. North Coast 500, Scotland potentially. So we'll see how that goes. So yeah, just out enjoying this weather. The last couple of days of the taper before getting back into the thick of it on Sunday, where there'll be quite a few hours spent on the bike Sunday, back to work on Monday and building back the training week. So yeah, so catch up with you on the next film. Thank you very much for watching. Take care.